the 6-4 Derby, Vancouver Whitecaps versus Vancouver Football Club. Probably the most lopsided derby or game this year. So that's gonna happen. Vancouver Whitecaps are probably in the prime, in their history. They have won the Canadian Championship 4 times. They won it 3 times in a row. So far, they're going for the 4th time in a row. 5th total Canadian Championship in general. Vancouver, first final. They are the worst Canadian Premier League team at this moment. They've been eliminated from the playoffs like weeks ago. Yeah, they first of all they play in different leagues. They're both from Canada. Same city. Yeah, they're going for the 4th forever legacy, forever caps. Yeah, putting that forward because they're trying to get the 4. I think they're trying to get the 4, or because they have 4 trophies. Either way, yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be tough for Vancouver to stop Whitecaps. Yeah, but let's talk about the underdog first, because it's always gonna be about Vancouver Whitecaps, the favorite, and all of that. Yes, they've been horrible in the Canadian Premier League, but there's been quote unquote the best team in the Canadian Premier League. They have, as the worst team, they have the most points compared to any other season of any other worst team of that league, of the Canadian Premier League. However, they don't really have much. One, they're already out the playoff. They can't make it to the playoffs in the Canadian Premier League. So they are only looking forward to this. Basically, if they win this, if they somehow manage to get the upset and win, which is, I doubt it, it's just gonna shock the world. Because one, Vancouver beat Calgary, 2024 Canadian Premier League champions, the defending champions of the Canadian Premier League. They beat them on penalties, and they beat them in Calgary. First of all, they were playing away. Then they beat probably one of the most best teams in the Canadian Premier League at the moment, Atletico Ottawa. They beat them. So they won the first game in the first leg. Second leg, they lost by 1 goal, but they still, in aggregate, still managed to go through. Yeah, they hold on to beat 2 Canadian Premier League teams that have probably beaten them in the Canadian Premier League like a couple of times. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Vancouver's all the way over there with 18 points so far. Forge, 53 points. Atletico Ottawa with 51. Calgary, 39. Forge is a team that got beat for Vancouver, to Vancouver Whitecaps to qualify to the final. However, Ottawa and Calgary were 2 teams that Vancouver had to go through and to win to make it to the final. The Whitecaps are 4th in the Supporter Shield. They could low-key go all the way to 3rd, since they have 1 game less than San Diego. If they win the 32 game, they have oh shit, actually my math was wrong. They can go up to 2nd if they get that win the next game. That's 60 points. That puts them 2nd, 3 points behind Philadelphia. So 1 game, and yeah, close. It's a very close game. Western Conference, Vancouver is 2nd, 1 game less than San Diego. So again, if they just win 1 extra game, they get to go first. Yeah. So Vancouver is really in the prime. They made it to the 2025 CONCACAF Champions League final. Lost to Pumas 5-0. They got beat, but yeah, that's a whole different story. Vancouver FC, very underdog. Vancouver Whitecaps, top dog in the in Canada for the last couple of years. Who do I support? Honestly, I'm just watching it because one, it's the first time 604 Derby is happening. Um, my favorite like Canadian team from in the MLS would be the Whitecaps. From the Canadian Premier League, it would be um, Calvary FC. That's my favorite team. But either way, I'm still supporting and just watching this game because one, it's a derby. Two, you don't really see derbies in finals, and three, it's really like David versus Goliath. If I'm correct, I might be wrong. I don't remember much of the Bible, but yeah, crazy story. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think.